So let's go over the SKUs in Returns for Sale widget, because there's a few ways to adjust the SKUs for some larger stores, maybe even some smaller stores that may want to take advantage of some of the options we put for SKUs. To start with, let's go into the settings, and then under app settings, if you'll notice down here under advanced settings, we've got a couple options here for the name, the URL, and the SKU. So right now, as by default, we've got -R4S after it. And you see how it says my product -SKU -R4S. Now you could name that R4S 1, 2, 3, and you could put it before it. You could put it, or you could have it none at all, of course. So, but what way we have it is after, and what you also could do is check this box to the append the counter, and that way it is then counting up 1, 2, 3, 4. After the first one, it'll keep going. This is the overall general one, but you can do this at a more of a macro level. So if we go under settings and then we go into drip templates, and here I put one as 15% off SKU Counter. Go in here and look at it. I just created this myself, but you could then say here under advanced settings to put the SKU Counter, and I just clicked on the append the counter. What that looks like is when you go to create a drip, and I've created some here, we've created a, whoops, not that one, 15% off one, there it is. So I've created a few in here, and you'll notice the first one we put on is just R4S, and then the second one is R4S-2. This one is a different color, so it's just at R4S, but this one, then another one that I added of the same product, same SKU as this, and it added R4S3. That way, so then your warehouse would know what is the different SKU. You can also, of course, another option for you is if we go to drips and we create a new drip and we call it, but we pick one standard. Here under advanced settings, you could name this SKU whatever you want. You could call it XYZ. So those are the options for your SKU. A small store might say, all right, we just got one back. We're going to put it aside. We know which one this is. It's the return for sale. Because in the back end, right now, here are the returns that I've listed. So I've got 5 different returns listed. You can't really tell from here, if you recall, these archive once you sell them, and once you fulfill it, they delete. But you would go in here and then you could see what the SKU is. This is the R4S one, the original one, and this one, not even sure. But this is also, ironically, the, that's the different color, but here's one with the SKU, and it's R4S-3. So you can view them in there. Once they're sold, they're gone, but the warehouse would then see when it sells, oh, here it is, the R4S-3. So that's the deal on the SKUs. I hope we didn't complicate that too much. We try to make it, with everything, simple, but we're trying to address the needs. And some bigger companies were saying, we got a whole warehouse of people and they need to differentiate which one this is. It's not just a return off to the side. We've got 100 returns off to the side, and many of them are the same SKU count. So that's why we put this in there. So thanks for listening. And again, I'm Brad from Returns for Sale.